happened, it felt like there was a vice grip on the inside of my body, and I wanted to like go with my hands and like rip my body out because that's how much it hurt. Yeah. Hello! And I'm here with my tea because I'm not feeling fantastic, but I wanted to talk to you guys about something interesting. Ladies, this is a video for you. Gentlemen, I think you should know all of this information as well. So if you did happen to click on this video, congratulations for being an open and curious type of person. And yeah, please stay and learn about our body. Alright, so today I wanted to talk to you guys about zero waste and vegan contraceptive methods. So as you can see, I'm drinking my zero waste green tea, but I just have some green tea leaves in there and it's so good. No need for tea bags. Zero waste and vegan contraception. I had a conversation with Allura Wild a little while ago. If you don't know who that is, go check out her channel. She is an amazing, body positive, vegan, zero waste, minimalism, badass chick who is all for saving the planet and the animals mostly. About zero waste contraceptive methods, because I actually asked her what she used, as I admire her greatly and she has a lot of knowledge about this kind of stuff. So unfortunately, just about every single contraceptive method has been tested on animals. So whether you want to take the pill, whether you want to take get an IUD, the Implanon, or the injections, all of these things have been tested on animals. Therefore, they're not vegan. The only vegan option out there is this brand of condoms, which you can use, and it hasn't been tested on animals, which is awesome. And of course, condoms work really great, so you won't get pregnant. However, for people who also do zero waste, this is the kind of area where they have to decide their priorities, since condoms are definitely not zero waste, they're single use. Now, disclaimer, I am talking about if you're in a long-term committed relationship with a single partner. If you're out there, you know, going to have fun, which you can, no judgment at all, you do you, yeah, definitely use condoms, use that protection. If you don't need to use condoms, then of course you might be looking into some of these other methods. Personally, I was on the pill for about 9 years. Yeah, from the age of 14. I got it originally to get rid of my acne. I was extremely insecure about it at a young age, which was awesome. I gained my confidence, I got my braces off. In the recent years, I've been doing more research about the pill though, and because it has so many hormones, and a lot of doctors actually say that the amount of deaths and clots and issues with the pill are severely underdocumented because it would potentially hurt the sales. Now, I don't want to start a whole conspiracy theory. However, the more I've kind of learned about veganism and how much the dairy and meat industry have subsidized so many studies to say milk is good for your bones, when in reality it leaches calcium from your bones. So if you drink milk, you actually have weaker bones than if you don't drink milk. Anyway, and that meat is really healthy, when the WHO is like, red meat's actually a carcinogenic. So I fully believe that potentially the pharmaceutical industry is underreporting the amount of deaths and dangers associated with the pill. Not that I got a little paranoid, but also I thought, hey, I've been on the pill for 9 years, I should probably try and get off it and try some of these other contraceptive methods. I can do condoms. I absolutely hate plastic, as I've mentioned before, and this is not just that we should go plastic free, let's eliminate plastic from our lives. I mean, I find plastic really icky, and I just, stems from some childhood trauma. I don't know. And yeah, I know people say latex is not exactly plastic. Well, it's still a fake polymer made by humans, which isn't biodegradable. So I got the Implanon 2 years ago now. The Implanon is a bar, essentially. You get inserted into your arm. You can still see my little scar here. Can you see that? Yeah. So you get it inserted here and they put it in, and it's meant to last about 2 years. Unfortunately, the doctor I went to put it in the wrong place, which was, you know, not... I had a lot of pain when I tried to do any push-ups or when I tried to work out, so I was like, this is not for me. Also, I started breaking out again. I felt like I was a teenager again. I'm a shallow human being and I couldn't deal with that, so I actually went back on the pill afterwards. And I actually took both the pill and the Implanon. The doctor said that was okay. I don't know how true that is, but I had this enormous amount of hormones and I just thought, like, this is... So eventually I tried to get the IUD. Now the IUD is the intrauterine device, and I tried to get the non-hormonal one, therefore I don't actually have any additional hormones affecting my mood, things like that. I just got it in last Friday, so now it's Monday, and yeah, that was a terrible experience. So I was talking to one of my friends recently, and she told me that when she went to get it in, she hardly even felt it. It was like a little pinch, it was over, and she walked out straight out of there with no problem at all. So I was going into it feeling really positive, like, yes, I'm one of those people. They told her she had a very flexible cervix. I was like, damn, I want to have a flexible cervix. I don't know what that means. So I went in there, you know, lay down, super awkward. You have to put your feet up. And the doctor was very lovely. My gynecologist is absolutely amazing. He talked me through exactly what he was doing at any point, so I could feel, you know, nice and calm and well informed. And I'm a scientist, so I'm curious, like, what is that? What is that? What are you doing with that? What does that mean? The moment he went in to measure... That's the thing, I have no idea now. I believe to measure the thickness of the wall or something to see how well that the IUD would actually stick in there, I lost all sense of being. What happens is when you experience any trauma in your uterus kind of area is your blood pressure drops. Now this makes a lot of sense if you are having any sort of like miscarriage or issues with a pregnancy. Your blood pressure drops so you don't bleed out as quickly, so your body has time to fix it. I have relatively low blood pressure as it is, therefore I almost blacked out. I felt so sick. I was lying there, I was holding onto the chair, trying not to like fall off the chair or vomit on my doctor or vomit on the ground, and this was just him testing my my uterus. So I was like freaking out. I gotta have a drink. So I was freaking out, like trying really hard to focus. I fainted quite a few times in my life, but this was so painful. It just, I can't even explain to you, like the descriptions online are like, oh yeah, it's like a bad period cramp, but it was like the worst period cramp that could have ever happened. It felt like there was a vice grip on the inside of my body, and I wanted to like go with my hands and like rip my body out because that's how much it hurt. Yeah, so I was like blacking out, trying not to vomit. I had eaten avocado that morning for the first time in like months, so I was like, I mustn't lose the avocado. Yeah, it was a great time. Great priorities, Kat. Good job. And yeah, so I was lying there, and then I felt so terrible, and then finally he's like, okay, well, now I gotta, you know, actually put it in, and I was like, oh my god, well, I'm halfway through, you know, gotta push through it. And even in that instant, not PTSD, like you forget how bad it was, and then he went back in to do it again, and I just like freaked out. Yeah, that was horrible. Again, I was thinking about the avocado again. I was trying not to vomit, and yeah, eventually he had to actually put me onto a different bed, put my legs in the air, and I lay there for about 15 minutes. He brought me coffee and sugar to try and get my blood pressure up. Still felt terrible. Now I don't drink coffee, so you'd think it would have an effect. Anyway, then I eventually managed to get my clothes on, go to a different room, and lie down there for an hour, and I was still trying very hard not to vomit, very hard not to pass out. I managed to get my phone. I was magically connected to like Wi-Fi from a shop nearby. Thank you, H&M. So I managed to like text my like WhatsApp my dad so he could call my mom so my mom could come get me, because I couldn't walk back to the bus or to the car to get to my house. I was just absolutely useless for about an hour, just lying there feeling absolutely terrible for myself. Yeah, so that was 3 days ago. I am still emotionally scarred from that. hopefully I don't have to go through any of this kind of pain for another, 5 to 10 years, because it means I don't have to deal with it for 5 to 10 years. So yes, so if you're considering getting any zero waste contraceptive, there is no thing as zero waste contraceptive. I was looking even at the IUD packaging, the Implanon packaging. Any sort of medical procedure does require you to have sterile packaging, plastic. So there's no such thing as zero waste. Of course, if you want to go truly zero waste, there's that whole thing about taking your temperature, but I believe that it's not very effective unless you're extremely dedicated to it and follow your cycle, which I highly recommend you guys do. Check out Clue. It's a great little app which you can follow your cycle. You can also text it to your partner so he can follow your cycle. I found that in the past my boyfriends have actually been better than me following my cycle. I don't know. Anyway, do that and then, try and just use condoms in your fertile periods and things like that. But personally, that just seems way too risky. So I decided to go the low waste option in terms of getting the one procedure done for 5 to 10 years. Even though it's not vegan and it has been tested on animals, because I feel like that minimizes my impact in the overall. Of course, this is very personal. It depends how your body reacts to it. I just personally couldn't deal with the hormones in the pill, with having to throw out that plastic every month. I don't trust the temperature thing. I don't trust myself to just calculate when I'm fertile. So yeah, so please let me know your experiences. Have you gone to zero waste or vegan contraception? Have you considered it? What contraception are you on? I think it's very healthy for us to have these conversations. The more informed we are, the better we can make as choices. It is our body. We want to take care of our body in the best possible way. Boys, if you have made it this far, I'm impressed. So yes, thank you guys so much for watching. I just realized you couldn't see this the whole time, but I'm wearing one of my t-shirts. If you want to get one like this or one like this, which is awesome, it's a Plastic is Killer t-shirt. Feel free to go to my shop, which is down below. Merch. Yes, I have merch now. Yeah. Feel free to go to the shop below. Leave me a comment, subscribe, message, whatever. I love hearing from you guys, and thank you so much for watching.